Welcome student, myself Jitendra Patil. Today we are going to learn a resistance. So content of my video are resistance and insulation resistance. Okay. So after going through this video, you will be able to understand about the resistance and insulation resistance. What is meant by resistance? Resistance is a property of a material which will oppose a current flowing through that material. Okay, it means current can be flow from the conductor. Okay, so conductor resistance, it is the opposition to the flow of current through the conductor. Okay, so it will oppose the amount of current through the conductor. Okay, so next it is insulation resistance. So insulation resistance, it is flowing radially outside. Okay, so we'll see here the insulation resistance measurement of the cable. So the level or degree of insulation resistance of a cable, it depends on the purpose for which the cable was designed for. Apart from saving energy from being lost or dissipated to the surroundings, one paramount reason why cables are insulated is to save us from danger of being electrocuted. Okay, so to avoid the damage because of the shock, okay, to avoid getting the shock or to avoid the direct contact of a conductor with a person who is working over there, the cable, they are insulated. Okay, so we can see here R insulation is equals to rho DRL upon 2 pi RL, and R insulation is equals to rho upon 2 pi L up to the base E R2 by R1. So this is the derivation, we have to see that. Okay, so we can see here, this is the cross-sectional view of a cable. It is taken here. Okay, so this may be a cable. So this is the insulation over this. Okay, that is the outer insulation, and this one is the conductor. Okay, so blue portion, it is showing a conductor, and this pink portion, it is showing an insulator. Okay, so R1 is the radius of the conductor, and R2 is the radius of a cable over the entire conductor and the insulation. And what is radius of insulator? It is R2 minus R1. So this total R2 minus this R1, so rest of this, it is the R2 minus R1, that is the radius of the insulator. Now we can consider one portion of or one section of the insulator of a length dr. So this is the horizontal length dr, it is there. We consider this dr, and it is from r distance, it is at the r distance from the center of this cable. Okay, so dr is the section of insulation which is at r radius of the cable. Okay, so length is equals to dr, and cross sectional area, it is 2 pi rl. Okay, so cross sectional area for this, it is 2 pi r into l. Okay, so 2 pi is the radius, 2 pi is the circumference, r is the radius, multiplied by l. So that is the cross sectional area. Okay, so dri, okay, it is rho into length of the path followed by the leakage current upon the area. This is the equation. Okay, dri, it is the rho into length of the path followed by the leakage current divided by area. Okay, so this is equation, this come from this previous equation. R is equals to rho L upon A. R is equals to rho L upon A. Okay, so Ri, it is rho into L. L is what? L is the length of the path followed by the leakage current here. Okay, because we are considering the insulation resistance. So the path followed by the current, it is a horizontal way. That is the dr. Okay, so length of the path followed by the leakage current, we put there a dr. And what is the area? So area, it is 2 pi rl. Okay, so therefore dri is equal to rho into dr upon 2 pi rl, where l is the length of the cable. Therefore, the total insulation resistance R insulation can be obtained by integrating DRI over the entire radius of the insulating material, that is from R1 to R2. Okay, so we have to integrate this DRI over R1 to R2. So RI is equals to integration of DRI from integration over R1 to R2. So put this value of DRI, it is rho DRL rho into dr divided by 2 pi RL. This pi upon 2 pi L, that it is a constant factor that is taken outside. Okay, so rho upon 2 pi L, from integration from R1 to R2, dr upon R. This dr upon R, when it is integrated, that integration it is log to the base E R. So this rho upon 2 pi L, it is as it is, and integration of dr upon R, it is log to the base E R, and integration from R1 to R2. Okay, so this is the log of R, putting the value of R1 and R2 for this R, it is Ri, it is equals to rho upon 2 pi L log to the base E R2 minus log of R1, log of R2 log to the base E minus log of R1 log to the base E. Okay, so by using the property of logarithmic, we can transfer this equation like as here. Ri is equals to rho upon 2 pi L log to the base E R2 by R1. So log A minus log B, it is log of A divided by B. So similarly here, log to the base E R2 minus log to the base E R1. So its equation will become as log to the base E R2 by R1 over. So R2 is the radius of the cable including the conductor and insulation, and what is R1? R1 is the radius of the conductor. So why the cables they are insulated? Why insulation resistance it is required? The level or degree of insulation of a cable depend upon the purpose for which the cable was designed. Apart from the saving of energy being lost or dissipated to the surrounding, one paramount reason why cable is insulated is to save us from the danger of being electrocuted. Okay, so this cable, it is having an insulation layer over it. Okay, so electricity, it is very dangerous. The first touch can be the last touch, and it gives neither gives even a single charge. Single touch of the cable carrying electric current can lead to fatal accident. Okay, our body conducts electricity partially. When our body comes in contact with a current carrying conductor, the electric current will tend to flow from the conductor then to our body. Okay, so what is the insulator? An insulator is a material or a substance that do not conduct heat or electricity. Insulators do not conduct heat or electricity because they have no free moving electrons. Conductors are said to be insulated when they are covered with an insulating material such as PVC, etc. The process is called insulation. The insulation around the conductor prevents electrical energy and signals from escaping to the surrounding. Okay. So what are the effect of temperature on the insulating material? Okay. When the temperature will increase, insulation resistance will decrease. Okay. See here, we can use the IR tester for measurement of insulation resistance. Okay, so here this one is a cable which is having 3 conductors, and over it there will be an insulation. Okay, so and this the IR tester. So these are the connecting leads. So these connecting leads can be connected in between the 2 conductors, or in between this one conductor and its insulation, then conductor to the outer body. Okay, so these are the 4 different ways to conduct the IR test. Okay, so what will be the IR value? Okay, so for measuring the IR resistance, insulation resistance, we have to set this this IR tester to the range of mega ohms. Okay, then we have to start the switch. Okay, switch on, and then you will find that the pointer or the digit, they will continuously change and they will go to some final position. Okay, though we say that this is the final position, but if the supply it is continued, then this curve can be further increased. Okay, so this is the value of insulation resistance at 60 seconds. Okay, so after 1 minute we have to measure the insulation resistance. That will be the correct value of the insulation resistance. Okay, so insulation resistance, it is measured over the period. Okay, so this is the value of the insulation resistance in 1995. Okay, so this is near about 350 mega ohms. Okay, likewise this. So this is the acceptance test. Then aging of the insulation. Because of aging of the insulation, this insulation resistance will go down, and this is the insulation failure. So when the insulation failure it is there, this drop will comes directly down near to the zero, but it will not be a zero, and then again it will increase if the rewinding or reconditioning of the cable is done. Okay, so that it is the why this insulation resistance will get dropped. Okay, because of the insulation failure. Okay, so these are the different test voltages is applied on the same insulator. So this is the starting point. So when test is made with the 250 volt, then you will find that the resistance value is very small, it means larger value. The resistance value is larger. Then test method used here with the help of 500 volt. Then there will be some decrease in the voltage magnitude. Okay, resistance magnitude. Sorry. Okay, so you will get the less resistance value. But when we are doing the test with the 1000 volt, you can see that this resistance will again drop down. Okay, so this is the characteristic of this insulation resistance with the different three test voltages. In IR test, we are having the provision to give a test voltage of 250 volt, 500 volt and 1000 volt respectively. Okay, so this is all for today. Okay, thank you.